the city sleeps. The quiet world that felt so deep. Cropped hands drift like river streams. This kitchen holds 1,000 dreams. Chai at midnight, warm and still. A gentle haze, a peaceful thrill. Let the sitar hum tonight. Everything is soft and light. No one else, just silence here. The only sound I want to hear. Spice and warmth fill up the air. Cardamom beyond compare. Books are stacked beside the wall. No one left to give a call. In this hour, the world is mine. Everything begins to shine. Chai at midnight, warm and still. A gentle haze, a peaceful thrill. Let the sitar hum tonight. Everything is soft and light. No one else, just silence here. The only sound I want to hear. Let the hours melt away. Tomorrow is another day. Hold the cup between your palms. Let the night become your calm. Breathe it in and let it go. Like steam, soft and slow. Chai at midnight, still and rickshaw wheels on cobblestone, neon signs and nights alone. Rain taps rhythms on the glass. Every moment built to last. Old Bazaar and incense smoke. Chai stalls wrapped in amber glow. Drifting through the Delhi rain, washing out the city's pain. Tabla beats and dusty strings carry me on tired wings. Through the fog the city breathes. Every corner, every breeze. Puddles mirror broken light. Cycle bells cut through the night. Street dogs sleep by temple walls. Rain keeps coming, never stalls. Paradise frying in the lane. The whole city smells like rain. Drifting through the Delhi rain, washing out the city's pain. Tabla beats and dusty strings carry me on tired wings. Through the fog the city breathes. Every corner, every breeze. last chai before I go back into the amber glow. Delhi drifts into the night, lost in rain and golden light. Turn the page and breathe it in. Petrichor on weathered skin. Books in rain and lamplight glow. Soft pencil, steady flow. Ink and thought and quiet hours. Monsoon lends its gentle powers. Pages fall like autumn leaves. Petrichor on evening breeze. Study deep and let mind soar. Words in rain, nothing more. Margins fill with wandering lines. Every raindrop somehow rhymes. Underlining favorite parts. Rain that opens up the heart. Forgotten books from younger years. Stained with tea and almost tears. Bantery finds the melody of who I used to wanna be. Pages fall like autumn leaves. Petrichor on evening breeze. Study deep and let mind soar. Words in rain, nothing more. Margins fill with wandering lines. Every raindrop somehow rhymes. There is something in the smell of wet earth and old book spell that brings the scattered mind back home, no matter how far it has roamed. Rain and words, an open page, release the mind from every cage. Lamp burns steady, rain grows soft, mind lifts up and drifts aloft. Read until the storm is done, rise before the morning sun. Pages and picture. Breathe. Fire blows over hoping lakes, morning etched on iron flames. Drums emerge from silver haze. Lost in Kolkata's gentle maze, coffee brews in narrow lanes. Kolkata wakes in misty rain. Drift onto the mortal fog, time suspended like a log. Dreamy Sitar Tabla hum, city whispering, Kim Bum come. Let the moon hold everything. slow and stole. Old bookmark it worn out, stole to God's words on every wall. Fog makes one city of our soul. Drifting through the morning fog, time suspended like a log. Dreamy Sitar Tabla hum, city whispering, kingdom come. Let the mist hold everything. Let the old city sing. In the fog there is no rush, every sound becomes a hush. Kolkata breeze at her own pace. Fog becomes a kind of breeze. Ancient city never done, always rising with the sun. By midday the fog will lift, but this hour is a gift. Misty morning, soft and still. Time to breathe and time to fill. Kolkata Fog. Spices stepped and towers tall, colors bleeding wall to wall. Tabla taps a market beat, barefoot dancing in the heat. Marigolds and jasmine strings, merchant calls and laughter rings. Neon Bazaar come alive, where the sounds and colors thrive. Sitar cuts through all the noise, lost among the market joys. Every skull a different world, every flag and banner furled. Silver bangles, copper cups, tying up 1,000 knots. Old man selling evening tea. In crimson gold, every color bought and sold. cuts you all the noise, lost among the market joys. Every store a different world, every flag and banner fruit. When the sun begins to set, neon lights begin to fret, buzzing pink and electric blue. A different market coming through. Night Bazaar has its own beat, pulling strangers off the street. One last round before the close, buying jasmine for my nose. When the neon signs go dim, hum the bazaar's evening hymn. Neon bazaar, glowing dim. Smoke curls upward, pen moves slow. Words arrive in steady flow. Incense fills the quiet room. Thought blooms inside the gentle fume. Sitar hums a thoughtful line. Every verse begins to shine. Ink and incense, night and mind, leaving all the noise behind. Right until the candle fades, lose yourself in gentle shades. In this smoke and lamplight space, words find their rightful place. Searching for the perfect phrase, moving through a mental maze. Incense burns a second stick. Words come slowly, sometimes quick. Cross out lines and start again. Blessed art of ink and pen. Ink and incense, night and mind, leaving all the noise behind. Right until the candle fades, lose yourself in gentle shades. In this smoke and lamplight space, words find their rightful place. There is a kind of sacred art in writing what is in the heart. Incense clears the cluttered mind, leaves the truest words behind. Let the smoke rise, let it go. Let the ink run, let it flow. Pages filled before the dawn. One more thought and carry on. Let the incense burn all night. Let the ink catch morning light. Ink and incense fading slow. birds sing a slow retreat. Blankets spread on concrete won't fall from every daily storm. Rooftop reverie, open wide, nowhere left to run and hide. Just the stars and sitar strings, just the peace the nighttime brings. Stay up here until the dawn, let the city carry on. Breathe the midnight jasmine breeze, float among the Pleiades. Phone left down beside the door. Tonight you need nothing more. Satellites cross overhead, stories never fully said. Rooftop reverie, open wide, nowhere left to run and hide. Just the stars and sitar strings, just the peace the nighttime brings. Stay up here until the dawn, let the city carry on. From up here it all looks small. Every worry, every wall. Rooftop holds you like a hand, helps you finally understand that the sky is always wide, there is always room inside. Hours pass without a sound, feet still on the solid ground, but the mind has learned to fly underneath this open sky. Rooftop reverie, drifting on. Bells ring soft. moment in the hush. Temple bells and open sky, questions that we never tried. Just the breath and just the bell, the sacred place where all is well. Tempura holds the sacred hum before the waking world has come. Day begins beyond the gate, but here we only meditate. Temple at dawn, sacred still. River carries every prayer, holy water, sacred air. Pilgrims wait in morning light. Ganges holds the dark and bright. Ash and marigold adrift. Every sorrow finds a lift. Flow like Ganges deep and wide. Carry everything inside. Let the current take your way. Let the river meditate. Flow until you reach the sea. Flow until your spirit's free. Boats with candles on the tide. All the things we try to hide, given to the river's keep, where the holy waters sleep. Chanting rises with the mist. Everything the water kissed. Flow like Ganges deep and wide. Carry everything inside. Like a current take your weight. Like a river meditate. Flow until you reach the sea. Flow until your spirit's free. Leaves no sorrow, leaves no trace. Give your burdens to the tide. Let the Ganges be your guide. Evening lamps float on the stream. Life is more than what we dream. In the water, in the hum, everything will finally come. Ganges flow forever. towards the west. Body settles into rest. Yoga mat on rooftop floor. Breathing out the day once more. Hands pressed soft in evening prayer. Sunset tangled in your hair. Saffron skies and golden ease. Evening carried on the breeze. Stretch and fold and let it go. Watch the horizon glow. One last breath before the night. Everything bathed in copper light. Downward dog and open chest. Body doing what it does best. Sun salute the fading sun. Another tired day is done. Feel the warmth upon the skin. Let the evening peace begin. Saffron skies and golden ease. Evening carried on the breeze. Stretch and fold and let it go. Watch the horizon glow. One last breath before the night. Everything bathed in copper light. Ooh. In the space between the breath. Neither life nor shadow death. Only saffron, only sky. No more asking wonder why. Hold the pose until the start. Remember who and where you are. Final fold and final bow. This is all there is and now. Sky turns violet, turns to gray. Gratitude for one more day. Saffron skies, fading gold.
Old photograph in faded light. Monsoon drumming through the night. A face I knew in younger days. Lost behind the rainy haze. Letters tied with yellow string. What a strange and tender thing. Monsoon carries memory back to who I used to be. Every raindrop tells a name. Every storm brings back the same. Let the monsoon take its time. Every raindrop, every rhyme. Summer of a distant year. Everything I held most dear. Rain erases, rain restores. Opens long forgotten doors. We were young and rain was new. Everything was me and you. Monsoon carries memory back to who I used to be. Every raindrop tells a name. Every storm brings back the same. Let the monsoon take its time. Every raindrop, every rhyme. soaks you to the bone before you even reach the open door. But after every monsoon ends, the earth is soft, the spirit mends. Rain will stop by morning light, memories outlast the night. But while the monsoon pours this way, I let myself remember today. Monsoon memory washing through.
Lotus rises from the mud, silence running through the blood. Singing bowl begins to ring, mind releases everything. Breath comes in and breath goes out, nothing left to fear or doubt. Float like lotus, still and clean, resting in the space between. Let the bowl resound and fade, rest inside the sound it made. Sink into the deepest place, held inside the lotus grace. Petals open one by one, stillness older than the sun. Eyes are closed, the room is warm. No more center, no more form. Just the hum, just the breath, just the space between and death. Flow like lotus, still and clean, resting in the space between. Let the bowl resound and fade, rest inside the sound it made. Sink into the deepest place, held inside the lotus grace. When the mind begins to race, bring it gently back to space. Lotus does not fight the mud, it becomes the flower bud. Rising slow through murky water, becoming what it always oughter. Bowl rings out its final sound, mind returns back to the ground. Softer now and more at peace, every tension finds release. Lotus meditation, still. Snow lies deep on ancient stone. Up here you are not alone. Mountain breezes steady hum. Silence speaks of what's to come. Bensuri notes rise and fall, echo off the granite wall. Himalayan hush, so wide, nothing left to run and hide. Wind across the frozen peak. This is everything you seek. Stand still. runs past the mountain, does not know your name, but holds you all the same. Sun descends behind the peak, color floods what words can't speak. Night comes fast at altitude, stars arrive in multitude. Himalayan hush. Stand still. Marine drive at midnight hour, salt air mixed with city power. Waves that roll and waves that fall, moon above it all. Couples walk the promenade, streetlight glow and serenade. Mumbai moonlight on the sea, this city sets the weary free. Sitar groove and tabla jazz, midnight has a special buzz. Let the ocean hum the tune, dancing underneath the moon. Fishing boats bob in the dark, every night leaves its mark. But apart from a late night cart, the city beating like a heart. High-rise windows blinking bright, a million stories in the night. Mumbai moonlight on the sea, this city sets the weary free. Sitar groove and tabla jazz, midnight has a special buzz. Let the ocean hum the tune, dancing underneath the moon. Mumbai never really sleeps, she just breathes and slowly keeps counting waves and counting stars, forgetting none of all her scars. This is where the dreamers come, following the tabla drum. Before I leave this stretch of shore, I wanna stand a little more. Let the moon and sea and night hold me in their gentle light. Mumbai moonlight, always on. reflected in the glass. Spice roots stretching far and wide. Take me for the wildest ride. Tabla beats and sitar calls through every spice a story told, every root a thread of gold. Long before the maps were drawn, travelers walked from dusk to dawn, carrying the taste of home wherever they were meant to roam. The spice route never really ends, it only shifts and turns and bends. Keep walking down the spice route road, let the journey share its load. Every flavor has a name, every road was worth a cane. Spice route stretching on, spice route stretching on. Camel silhouette on fire sky, domes that breathe as winds pass by. Fort walls glowing amber red, Rajasthan before the bed. Turbans fade to evening shade, merchant songs begin to wave. Rajasthan at dusk stands tall before the ancient city's call. Dust and golden dying sun, day is over, night begun. Watch the last light leave the sand, hold the dusk inside your hand. Painted walls of indigo reflect the last remaining glow. Women carry water home beneath the desert's copper dome. Puppeteers pack up their strings, night will bring its own sweet thing. Rajasthan at dusk stands tall before the ancient city's call. Dust and golden dying sun, day is over, night begun. Watch the last light leave the sand, hold the dusk inside your hand. There is nowhere else on earth where the dust shows desert's worth. Gold turns red and red turns brown, and then the stars come tumbling down. Rajasthan does not need words, just the wind and just the birds. Desert holds its ancient heat, where the earth and heaven meet. One last look before the night, the dunes are bathed in copper light. Rajasthan dusk, fading gold. Fireflies like broken glass, crickets home from every side, dark and warm and wild and wide. Village lights grow far behind, leave the daily world and guide. Firefly fields glow and fade, dancing in the light they made. Catch one softly, let it go, watch it carry its own glow. Lie down in the summer grass, let the night forever last. Grandmother calls from the door, but the field is asking more. Just 5 minutes, just one more loop, following the firefly group. Magic lives in summer nights, in 1,000 tiny lights. Firefly fields glow and fade, dancing in the light they made. Catch one softly, let it go, watch it carry its own glow. Lie down in the summer grass, let the night forever last. When I am old and far away, I will think of nights like these, when the fireflies came to play and the world was just a breeze. No ambition, no design, just the field and light so fine. In the field, just breeze and sky, fireflies don't question why. Stars above and glow below, everywhere you look they glow. Firefly fields glowing soft. jasmine always wrote. Gather petals in your palm, let the evening settle calm. Jasmine rain on garden stone makes the heart feel less alone. Sweet and soft and clean and clear, everything you love is here. Rain and flower, flower and rain, nothing here is lost in vain. White petals on the wet path lay, like a letter never frayed. Someone placed them there with care, the way love leaves things everywhere. Jasmine on the evening air, one small joy beyond compare. Jasmine rain on garden stone makes the heart feel less alone. Sweet and soft and clean and clear, everything you love is here. Rain and flower, flower and rain, nothing here is lost in vain. There are perfumes in this world that stop a life mid-breath unfurled. Jasmine is the one that says, come back to your gentler days. Before the hurry, before the pace, come home to this small flowering place. Close your eyes and breathe it in, let the jasmine rain begin. Wet earth and white petals know the simplest things make the best glow. Jasmine rain, softly falling.
Ticket stand from midnight train, rolling to the darkened plain. Window frames a moving world, silver river slowly curve. Fellow travelers fold and sleep, dreams that holy cities keep. Last train to Varanasi, carry all of me through the sleeping countryside to the sacred riverside. Tabla beats like iron wheels, every mile the spirit heals. Chai vendor walks the swaying car, the city already feels so far. Fields and temples, fields and sky, distant lights go drifting by. Someone prays in the seat ahead, lips still moving, eyes still red. Last train to Varanasi, carry all of me through the sleeping countryside to the sacred riverside. Tabla beats like iron wheels,